nga okyali naffe tuli mu nteekateeka okutuusaako ate omwoleso gw'abanaffe bannayuganda abawangalya ebweru w'eggwanga n'ebitongole bingi ebiyina services ez'enjawulo zibeetaaga era nga binnyonnyola engeri gye biyinza okolaganamu nabo obutereevu oba mu ngeri esinga ddala okubeera ennungamu. Awo nno kibasobozese okukola bizinensi eziyamba Uganda okula ate era butereevu nabo okwekulaakulanya awamu n'ab'eŋŋanda zaabwe. Okusinza bonna abava okwogera bogedde ku nteekateeka ey'enjawulo gye balina era njagala butereevu nkuzeeyo osobole okuba nga ogoberera abutereevu aboogezi ab'enjawulo nga bagenda mu maaso.
So this is the way them to spell the word like what to spell. Okay. And to learn the languages. So this is some of the games that you've seen are in Uganda. Just going to have that same level of learning, and so it's like trying to make it interesting and fun. Also included videos, for example, counting.
Yeah.
So I don't know if you could hear the sound with that. All right. Yes. So yeah, the idea again is to make this as interesting as possible and engaging for the children at home right now, because as parents, you can only do so many things at home before the kids become, start crazy, and you want them to actually be engaged and all that. So I really thank everyone that has supported us in this process and everyone that has contributed to this journey. We want to encourage every single parent that is at home that please spend time with your kids and teach them a language, teach them something that's of your native culture, so that they are engaged. Because I don't know if we ever get this time back where we are at home with this much time with our children. And Uganda's population right now, 78% of us, even more, are 30 years and below. So we're a young country. The elders are passing away, and so the mantle is passing on to us, the young generation, to carry on the culture. And that's why I think we need to harness the technology and also the ability for us to tell the stories that our grandparents told us, so that we can impact the children and encourage them. And it doesn't have to be digital. Once they've done it in the digital space, you as a parent can also sit down with them and share the stories, so that you don't just send them off to a phone or a tablet for them to spend time there. The goal is for you as a parent to interact actively with your child and pass on these stories, so that we don't lose our culture. So thank you so much, Ronnie.
Yeah, thank you so much, Mr. Solomon Jagwe. Ladies and gentlemen, that's Mr. Solomon Jagwe all the way from Virginia. We thank you so much for having made the time, and hopefully some parent was able to pick up on that, and better still, how they can be able to utilize the homeschooling. Later on, ladies and gentlemen, our patron, Dr. Maggie Chigozi, will be inviting our keynote speaker, who is the new US ambassador to Uganda. She'll be giving us the keynote speech, and she'll be coming on a little later as one of those crowning moments for our evening. In the meantime, I do have a number of people. We have Uganda Revenue Authority. We also have Equity Bank. We have Post Bank, and we have speakers from NERA. But I told and asked these people if they could kindly turn on the camera so I can actually be able to see you. That would be great. I also would like to recognize and welcome in a special way our ambassador here in the United States, Ambassador Moore. You're very welcome. We are able to see you clearly. Let's see if we can get someone from Post Bank. Ladies and gentlemen, these events are made possible by sponsors who are able to pay for the advertising that many of you saw on air. So I just wanted to make sure that if Doreen is available and ready to speak on behalf of Post Bank, you should be able to go right now. Is Doreen ready? I don't see her. If Solomon would kindly promote her. just because they were able to help us pay for that. This event has been brought to you courtesy of NBS Television. They are streaming live on their Facebook, again to their 1.6 viewers. And also BBS Television, Telefina, who are carrying this event live on television in Uganda and across their cable channels and Facebook as well. So do we have Doreen, First Bank, ready? Are you there? I need to see you to go to you.
Doreen here.
Are you, Solomon, are you able? Yes, please. So Doreen, if you can kindly use 5 minutes, you are sponsor. First of all, we would like to appreciate you, and also to say that we appreciate Mr. Julius Kaketo's support over the years. Florence is one person everybody in the diaspora knows very well. We would like to basically ask and also see what do you have in store for the diaspora, so we can actually be able to hear from you as our key sponsor as well. Thank you.
Okay, thank you so much. My name is Doreen Rutazana, and I'm the head of business and institutional banking. I'd like to appreciate the sponsors, all key stakeholders, and the diaspora members that are viewing right now. With Post Bank One, we've been doing this for the last 8 years. Regarding diaspora banking, we have a very exciting and big book of over 50,000 customers, where we've been able to bank them, support their remittances, and also give credit to these members. So my role here really is to re-echo in terms of our capabilities. Our customers are still able to do the bankings with us. We are still mobile vans and vehicles that are in places where most of the banks have actually not reached. So we are able to go there using our vans and bank these people. So my key role here is to re-emphasize our diaspora classic account, where the customers can send money to this account. There are no maintenance charges, there are no monthly fees. As you send your money, it's remain the way it is. We are able to, we have a very dedicated relationship management model where a team of staff are able to communicate to these customers, sending for any queries, any financial advice, any support, any inquiries regarding your remittances. We have a team that is on call. We are an email away. You can open your account online from where you are. When you go to our website, there is an account opening form. You can actually just get on, fill in the form, and the detail will come right to our offices, and then we're able to get in touch with you. We have credit as a bank. We are a national bank, and that means that the goal is to ensure that we bank almost every Ugandan, and yes, financial inclusion is key as part of our strategy. So yes, we have the best pricing that you'll find on the market that is so friendly. We are the leading agricultural bank in terms of credit facilities because of our pricing and adding to our distribution network. So yes, in terms of investment, we should be the go-to place that you should come to. Our contacts and emails are available on the website, and I'll be sharing in the chat with the team so that anyone can reach us. But just to re-emphasize, thank you for the team that is banking with us, because it's over 8 years. We have a very big customer base. We have customers in the US, in the UK, in Scandinavian, in the Middle East. That has been the biggest growth for this year, and we look to having more customers there. So thank you. We have a lot of investment we've done with the diaspora team in terms of real estate financing, agricultural financing, and also personal needs. So yes, we are still committed to do that, and we are able to support in those areas. And then in terms of reaching your beneficiaries, if you have relatives that you'd want to access these funds, we are still able to see how to add agents with you in line. So we are able to also have joint accounts, add agents to that account, have individual accounts. We even have business accounts of people that are actually not in the country. So just to thank everyone, to thank the organizers, to thank the diaspora team, and re-echo that we are here to continue doing business with you and committed to give you the best pricing there is as a Ugandan citizen. Thank you so much.
Well, that's what I'm talking about in terms of managing time. Thank you so much, Doreen. That is definitely one of those well summarized presentations. Ladies and gentlemen, once again, thank you for joining us. My name is Ronnie Manj. I'm your host. I'm based here in Boston, United States of America. I would like to welcome all our viewers all over the world. If you're in the United Kingdom, Canada, the United States here, Africa, the Middle East, and we also have some people come tuned in here from Japan, the Ugandan diaspora in Japan. We welcome you. Thank you so much for being a part of this event. We started off with some glitches. I was not meant to be the MC for this event. It's Mr. Solomon Seranja, who is comfortable and saying I'm doing a good job, that he would rather stay in the back seat since I'd already taken on. We had some technical glitches, but we do apologize if you tuned in early and you're not able to catch us. You can be able to catch this if you're not able to log in on Facebook. We're on Facebook on BBS Telefina in Uganda. You can also be able to watch us on your cable channels as well as on Facebook on Uganda Diaspora as well. Please be able to share the page and invite a friend to join us. Right now, I'd like to invite Equity Bank. Equity Bank is a bank that was recently had a rebrand of some sorts. I wanted to invite Winfred Warui is head of diaspora banking as well. Again, we just wanted to allow for some of these sponsors to come out and be able to put their messages out. And as I speak invite rather Winfred to come, I would like to invite URA to also be on deck. I will only invite you if I can see you. I'm not able to see you. I can't invite you. So if URA members are out there, we need to see you so we can get some of these sponsor messages out of there. They have a message about people have been complaining about baggage claims, especially when you land at Entebbe. And they also have some new taxation as far as real estate is concerned. Many of you in the diaspora own property, and those new taxation systems or regimes are supposed to be taking off soon. I also want to recognize in a special way our keynote speaker, the Ambassador of the United States to Uganda, who has also joined in, Ambassador Natalie Brown. We recognize you in a special way, and we thank you for having accepted our invitation. I also see our ambassador to the United States from Uganda also tuned in. You'll also be able to say something little later on in the program ahead of the ambassador. But I just wanted to make sure that Equity Bank is ready. Are you ready? And if you are, please say something so I can toss to you if you're out there. Winfred, are you ready? And are you?
I'm ready here.
Can we see your video? Because we would like to turn on your video, please, so we can.
It's on already.
It's on already? All right, yes. Ladies and gentlemen, Winfred from Kenya, I don't know whether I got your pronunciation for your last name right. She's going to be speaking on Equity Bank, which recently rebranded, and telling us what they have in store for us so we can proceed with this program. Please keep your remarks to under 3 to 5 minutes. I would appreciate that. Thank you.
Thank you, Ronnie. Thank you for the opportunity to be available and to represent the bank and all protocols observed. It's an honor and a pleasure to come on board and to be in this great event. Like you talked about at the start, there were challenges, and I think that's life. There will always be challenges in life, but you move along with the challenges. So for those who are not so aware of Equity Bank is a Pan-African bank, and it is in most of the East African countries. We are in our mother country is Kenya, and we are in Uganda, we are in Tanzania, we're in Rwanda, South Sudan, and recently we acquired one of the big banks in DRC Congo. And in that sense, then we're saying that we're a bank that has spread its footprint in the East African community. And we're happy to be associated with the Diaspora online event to just reach out to our great customers out there. We have a great number of customers who support us and that we support. And maybe for us as a bank, what we are mainly interested in is living to our potential and living to our promise to the customers. Our promise is that we will always avail financial services. We will provide financial inclusion to those that are local and to those that live abroad. And we appreciate that it's not easy to relocate, to leave Uganda and move to another part of the world. And we are well aware that really the reason why people will migrate is really to do investment to improve their financial status. So as a bank, we have concentrated on remittance. And what we are saying is on the remittance angle, we have partnered with several money transfer companies, international money transfer companies, and we avail opportunities for our customers to deposit money directly into their accounts. So in this digital era and COVID has really made it very digital, we are saying as a bank that we are availing to all diasporans that live abroad that they don't have to concentrate on hard cash. They don't have to get hard cash and send to their parents and relatives back home. We have partnered with WorldRemit, with Wave, we have partnered with TransFast, we're big on Zoom, PayPal. We have over 14 partners across the world that really assist our diaspora customers to remit finances back home. So what we're telling our customers out there is, let's push the digital space, because that is where the world is headed to. And diaspora and COVID has really taught us to push to the digital space. Let us go to these great companies, we download the apps, and we're able to send funds directly into an Equity Bank account. So we have 3 channels that we allow customers to access their funds. The first one is where if you download a WorldRemit app, you're able to send funds directly into an Equity Bank account. You could also send to a mobile wallet. What does that mean? That if you need to send money to a mobile wallet, to a parent, a family member that is back home, that they can send money direct into the MTN, they can send directly into Airtel. And the third one is where we have customers who are able to send funds straight into a cash point. So Equity Bank right now, we have over 45 branches and we have over 4,000 agents. So we have access to these cash points. So we're encouraging our diasporans to concentrate more on the remittance space. Why? Even if we opened all these many accounts for the customers and we don't have a channel for them to remit the funds back home, either for personal use or for sending to the relatives, then it becomes an effort in futility. So Equity Bank is the place to go with regards to remittance. We have all these channels that are open and available to the customers. But over and above that, we appreciate, as much as we are sending money back home, as a diasporan, your great interest is to invest back home. As a bank, we have availed you investment opportunities. We have various loan products. We assist customers to invest in commercial mortgages. We have residential mortgages. We also assist customers to buy plots in Uganda. So if you're out there needing to invest back home, Equity Bank is the place to go. We have very flexible rates of interest. We can negotiate and discuss so that we can assist you. Above the investment area, we're also telling our customers, we are available to provide for you access for financing for agriculture, be it on commercial aspects or even on personal aspects, whichever way you look at it. This big, beautiful country, we have opportunities for you to invest in tourism, just like we had a previous presentation on tourism. So we have opportunities for the diasporans who want to invest back home and they want to put these resorts out there in the heartland of Uganda. We're available to provide for you financing for that as well. But, you know, even if we do all these things, then we say that it is possible for you to open an account with us online. We're available to guide you on how to do this. And once you've opened this account, we have both savings accounts and then we have business accounts. Please note that all our accounts do not have any minimum balance requirement, and we also do not have ledger fees. So we are very friendly in that sense that we understand the times and we understand banking. We want to provide a banking solution that does not charge you anything. And then after we've opened these accounts, then as a bank, we have provided opportunities for you to access these accounts. So we have a very friendly mobile app, the Easy Banking app that you just need to download on your phone. If it is on iOS, if it's on Apple, you go to Apple Store, you'll download Easy Banking app. If you're on Android, you just download on the Play Store. You download, self-register, and immediately you'll be able to see your account. And for those who are not comfortable using the phone, then we also saying that we have internet banking, and our app, our portal is called EasyNet. So again, we send you a link, you download, you fill in your details, you self-register, and you'll be able to do self-registration and self-activation, and you'll be able to see your account. From those accounts, you can send money within Uganda, you can send money to a mobile wallet, you can send money between Equity Bank, you can send money outside of Equity Bank. So it gives you who is out there in the diaspora freedom to access your account and to use and utilize your account as you would wish. Yeah, now, there's this.
I will ask you to come because the time that I had allotted to you.
Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, so we are happy, Ronnie, to be available and to share this information. We will share our email details and our telephone contacts on the chat box, and feel free to reach us. Thank you very much. Thank you for giving us the time.
Winnie Wirui is the head of Diaspora Banking, again, and remittance for Equity Bank. And would like to thank her for the opportunity to be able to spare some time on a holiday like this to be with us. Ladies and gentlemen, I would like to again be able to encourage you, if you have friends who have not yet joined us, please invite them to Uganda Diaspora on Facebook. Again, you can also join BBS Telefina. You can join NBS as well. NBS has been one of our partners for the longest of time, and they're also official sponsors of this event. I would like to particularly in a special way recognize Mr. Joe Chigozi, with whom I've worked to basically make all the promotions possible. We'd also like in a special way to recognize Mr. Patrick Sembajo of BBS Telefina, the MD or Managing Director, who has been able to provide the streaming services as well as the cable services that many of you are able to view us live wherever you are in Uganda on BBS Telefina. We would also like to recognize other partners. We have Fakrudin Properties. They're going to be coming up later to speak. But at this juncture, I would like to invite Catherine Muyama, who is one of the senior officials in Uganda Revenue Authority, speaking on passenger baggage. A lot of you have been complaining about the experience when you land at Entebbe when it comes to Revenue Authority. We invited Uganda Revenue Authority, and we'll have a speaker from the Uganda Revenue Authority, or the tax body, talking about the passenger baggage and the taxation system there. We'll also have someone, Mr. Fred, that will be talking about domestic taxes and real estate and those new regimes that they're going to be doing. And I would kindly ask Catherine, we don't have time and we still have sponsors that have not yet said something, but because some of you have been here for a while and some people had requested particularly to hear from you, we want you to use 5 minutes, if you can kindly do that, so we can get into some of these other sponsors to give our keynote speaker, who will be one of the last speakers, ample time to address us later on. If you don't mind, please stick to the time. Winfred, Mr. Solomon Jagu, if you can upgrade Winfred. I don't seem to see her here. Okay, please go ahead and limit yourself to 5 minutes, if you don't mind, kindly. Can you unmute, please? We can't hear you. Kindly unmute if you can hear me. Say something.
I have.
Yes.
I have. Good day to everyone listening to us, all the viewers and listeners around the world. I want to appreciate this opportunity from the organizers of this event for giving us time as Uganda Revenue Authority to share some insights with you. All protocol are observed. I want to share with you a few issues, critical issues, because the time that the host has given me is really little, but I'm going to summarize what I feel is very important for our Ugandans who are living in the diaspora. I'm going to talk, first of all, about the privileges of passengers that are coming through the airport. The host has mentioned that many of the passengers that come through the airport have challenges, and we are here to address those challenges. One, I want you to know that there are privileges that you have as a passenger coming through our airport. One, you have a right to duty exemption if you're coming with items which are your property and accompanying you as a passenger. You have a right to exemption for personal and household items for your use. You have a tax exemption for items that the officer on duty, the proper officer on duty, will consider to be the right quantities for your use. When I talk about the rightful quantities, at times some of the travelers come with items when they have purchased items for all their relatives. But when you're coming through the airport, we are looking at you as a passenger. What are the allowable quantities that you can have? And if there are many, if they go beyond the acceptable quantities, then we will ask you to pay some duties and taxes for them. Then we have, among the exemptions that we have, items that we consider to be luxuries that come in the company of travelers. We have a limit on the imported volumes. For example, if you're coming with spirits and liquors, we have a limit of 1 liter, which is allowable, and 2 liters for wines. Anything above the limit, you have to pay, you'll be required to pay taxes for them. Then we also have perfumes and toilet waters. We allow half a liter of these items in the company of a passenger, and any volumes above the allowable will be taxed. Then the other item, which is a luxurious good, are the cigarettes, cigars, and cigarillos. We have allowable limit is 250 grams. Anything above will be taxed. Then for travelers that are coming through the airport, we allow you tax-free goods for a value of $500 and below. If you have valuables above $500, you'll be required to pay taxes for them. And then samples that may be brought with the traveler are exempted if we can prove that they are not for commercial use. For example, if you have carried with you 50 pieces of tiles, which you want to show your customers, they will not be taxed. Then other items which are imported for temporary use are also not taxed. For example, if you are Ugandan coming into the country to shoot a documentary and you have come with equipment to help you to do the documentary in Uganda, we will not tax you for the equipment that you have brought. But there are conditions that you have to fulfill. One, you have to secure permission to bring in these items. Secondly, you have to execute a bond, which is equivalent to the would-be payable taxes. And then we shall confirm that these items are not for use in Uganda and allow you to take them. And when you're done using them, the bond will be retired and you'll be able to take the items out of the country. Then for returning residents that are coming that are returning home, you may have lived in a foreign country for many years and you choose to return home and settle in Uganda. There are privileges for returning residents, which include wearing apparel. This could be the beddings, could be the personal clothes that you've been using while you're living in a foreign country. They include personal and household effects like refrigerators, TVs, and household equipment that you have been using while you are out of the country. And then you're also allowed the importation of a motor vehicle, one motor vehicle, which should be a passenger motor vehicle, which should be a personal motor vehicle which you have used and owned for a period of at least 12 months. And this excludes buses, minibuses, and goods carrying vehicles with a tonnage of 2 tons and above. Now, I want to emphasize that persons that qualify for this kind of exemption should be 18 years and above. Kindly allow me mention quickly about some of the restricted imports that we feel our Ugandans in diaspora should know. We have restricted imports which require clearance from designated government agencies before they can be allowed into the country. One of them is all medicines have got to be cleared by NDA before we can allow them in the country. Arms and ammunition have got to be cleared by Ministry of Internal Affairs before they can be allowed in the country. Military stores have got to be cleared by Ministry of Internal Affairs. Betting and gaming equipment has got to be cleared by Lotteries and Gaming Board before they can be allowed in the country. Then if you choose to bring in chemicals, UNBS has got to clear them before they can be allowed in the country. Drones have got to be cleared by UPDF. Explosives have got to be cleared by UPDF. Minerals have got to be cleared by Ministry of Energy. And then live insects, birds, animals, and animal products have got to be cleared by MAIF. And lastly, live plants and plant products have also got to be cleared by MAIF. Now, to those that are intending to come home or to send items to Uganda, we have items that we consider that are prohibited and are not allowed in the country. Kindly desist from sending these items or bringing these items with you, because there'll be an inconvenience to you. These items include used electronics like computers, laptops, television sets, fridges, deep freezers. We have motor vehicles which exceed the 15 years. We have used motor vehicle tires and motorcycle tires. We have cosmetics which have hydroquinone, monofilament fishing nets, smokeless and flavored tobacco like shisha, pornography, narcotics, and illicit goods like wildlife trade goods, which may include and not limited to ivory, animal skins, and the like. Now, I want to stop here for now because of the limited time that has been given to us. But for those of us that intend to get more information, given that we are limited at this moment, I want to give you a toll-free contact that you can use to reach us, and an email that you can use to reach us. You can reach us on 0800 117 000, or you can use 0800 217 000. You can also email us on services@ura.go.ug, and we shall be able to address all your concerns. I want to appreciate you for this opportunity of listening to me, and I want to assure you that as URA, we are available and we are ready at all times to facilitate all traders, and especially our brothers and sisters who are living in diaspora. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. I would have loved to ask you a couple of questions, but again, because of the time factor, we'll probably come back to you a little later. Let me turn to Mr. Kalyango Frederick. Mr. Kalyango Frederick, some of the issues that have been also of concern to the diaspora have been the fact that you have introduced a number of taxation regimes, and one of which is real estate. Now, many of us own property, or better still, retirement home.
Weewaawo tukyagenda maaso n'okutusaako ate omwoleso guno nga banaffe abava ebunaayira oba ababeera ebweru w'eggwanga bawogerezeganya n'ebitongole ebyenjawulo ebivunaanyizibwa ku mirimu egy'enjawulo era gye bakola wano mu ggwanga n'eri ebweru w'eggwanga. Tugenda kuwumulamu bwe tudda butereevu tugenda kwongera aboogezi abalala bangi. Tovaawo.
Slide your way and tame your thirst with a new Reham Cola. You can sense taste, and when you choose the best, regardless of the party, mood, or moment, Reham